Durufle is kind of the culmination of 75 to 100 years worth of composition for organ and choir that in France, particularly in Paris, where these wonderful organs, every church that you run into seems to have a wonderful instrument of a particular French style. These are all Catholic churches, and the basis of Western Catholic music was Gregorian chant, which is horizontally conceived, rather simple stepwise melodies which existed to express important texts. Durufle takes this and uses it as the basis for his vocal style, which is a lean, refined, very simple approach to vocal expression, and then he adds this wonderfully orchestral, colorful organ behind it. It all comes together in something which is very balanced and satisfying as a whole. I'd like to introduce to you now Tom Weisflog, who will be our organist in our performance, and whose home instrument this organ is. Tom pretty much built it himself on a French model and really knows how its characteristics can enhance French music. It's a peculiar piece, not within its genre. I think this is kind of typical, that on the one hand, the choir is singing almost entirely Gregorian chant, or at least material derived
from it, and harmonization of Gregorian chant.
Of Gregorian chant, and they're singing very horizontally, very smoothly, very almost monochromatically.
Yes.
The organ, on the other hand, is playing very dramatically.
Yes, very florid at times.
And colorful. A lot of vertical color things happening at the same time, so that it's really schizophrenic in a way that these two things are happening simultaneously.
And of course the choir sound sits on the pedals of the organ, which in the French organ the pedal division is pretty hefty in this organ as well. And then everything on top, in the middle, and then on the top from the organ. So it's...
Tom and I have done this work before, and we have...
Is it twice we've done it before?
Yes, we've done it twice before, and we've worked together frequently. And I would say, somewhat instinctively, in my conducting, I just wait for him. Because I trust him. He knows instinctively himself how this piece goes. He knows what the organ takes. I look at him and he's doing his blip, 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 and then he goes and then I know this is time to bring the choir in.
Again, this Durufle being such a fabulous organist, the way it's written for organ, he has ample time usually written in to hit a combination piston or something. Some people who write for organ don't know the instrument very well, and they expect you to do the impossible with it, and then you have to interpolate added time into it for piston changes, or God forbid not have a piston change, a color change, and then it's boring. But this is very well thought out, and sometimes the color changes by just switching keyboard. Very often though by hitting a piston, and Durufle has this all pretty much set up.
This Durufle Requiem is so pretty, and the pitfall for a conductor and for the singers is to kind of, oh, this is so pretty, and to add all this kind of body English to it, all these nuances to it, and really go with the melodic line, and then you
goop it up.
And then you just weight it down. That the harmonies and the organ do that speaking for you.
You don't have to do any more.
You don't have to do any more. You weigh the piece down.